My mother has never spoken to a doctor without me there to translate. I was 11 the first time I left something out. The word I skipped was biopsy. We were in a cold exam room and Dr. Meyer was pointing at a scan, saying a lump needed testing. My stepfather, Roland, stood behind me with his hand heavy on my shoulder. In the hallway before we went in, he'd crouched down to my level and said, "Some words scare your mother. If the doctor says anything serious, you tell me. Understand?" I nodded. I was 11. He was the man who paid for our apartment. So when Dr. Meyer said, "She'll need a biopsy, this can't wait," I turned to my mother and said, "He says drink more water. It's nothing." Roland squeezed my shoulder. Good girl. That became the shape of the next 12 years. Every appointment, Roland pulling me into the hallway first. "Your mother is fragile. We soften things for her." And I softened. I was the only voice she trusted, and I said whatever he told me to say. There was one appointment when I was 15. A young doctor knelt in front of my mother directly and said slowly, "Does your daughter tell you everything I say?" My mother just smiled and looked at me. I said in our language. He asked if you're comfortable. She said yes. Roland was watching from the doorway. I never told her the real question. Then this March she started losing weight fast. Her skin went gray. Roland booked her with a new clinic across town, and for the first time he was quiet in the waiting room, jiggling his knee. I was 23 now. I'd been interpreting for strangers at the hospital for 2 years. I knew the words. A nurse came out and said, "For consent appointments we use a certified phone interpreter. Family can stay, but the interpreter does the talking." Roland stood too fast. "That's not necessary. Her daughter's fluent. It's policy, sir." I watched his face, and something cold moved through me. Inside, the doctor put the phone on speaker. A woman's calm voice began to translate the real words into my mother's language for the first time in her life. "Ma'am, we're following up on your stage 2 diagnosis from last spring. Your records show you declined treatment in writing. We need to understand why." My mother's face didn't change. She looked at me the way she always did, waiting for me to make it small and safe. "It also shows your husband signed as your medical proxy in 2019. A new will was executed the same day." My mother turned to Roland, then to me. "What are they saying?" And I finally told her the truth. "Mama," I said in our language, my voice shaking, "you have cancer. You've had it since I was a child. They wanted to treat you. He told me to tell you it was nothing." Her mouth opened. No sound. "In 2019 he had you sign papers. You thought they were for the doctor. They made him your proxy. If you die, he gets the apartment, the insurance, everything. He's been hiding that you're sick so you'd never fight him." Roland shot up. "She's confused. She doesn't understand the medical terms." The interpreter's voice cut clean over him. "Sir, I've relayed everything the daughter just said, word for word." The doctor was already standing. "I'm going to ask you to step into the hall." My mother rose from the chair. She was small and gray and dying, and she crossed the room to Roland with her hand out flat, the way she used to reach for my report cards. "The papers," she said. "Give me the papers, Roland." He froze. The words had come out in English. "You don't speak. 12 years, she said, still in English, slow and careful and shaking. "You think I heard nothing all that time?" She'd understood. Not everything, but enough. All those softened lies, and she had been sitting in those chairs learning the words one appointment at a time, waiting for the day I would stand beside her and choose her instead of him. She took my hand. Then she looked at the doctor and said, in the broken English she'd hidden for over a decade, "I want the treatment. And this time, my daughter tells me everything he says."